Hey y'all, it's Charlene from Charlene's Crochet Corner. How are y'all doing today? It is Saturday, the 30th of July. July's gone, y'all. It's gone. It's a distant memory. I'm on my way to 59 as we speak right here. So anyway, I've been working on my shawl, and I'm up to a new color. I don't know if I showed y'all that the last time I was on here, but I'm up to a new color, and that means I have just a couple more to go, and my cake is falling all to pieces, but that's okay. I'm going to use every last inch of it that I can. So anyway, let me tell y'all what's been going on. Oh, I got more than two things. I got a gift card from Sweet GINA PIKE from Knitting Turnpike, an Amazon gift card for my birthday. And so I finally chose what I wanted, and I poured and poured over Amazon like I'd never been there before. But it's different when you got some money to spend on it. Oh, I had so much fun, Gina. So much fun. And my yarn that I picked out is just stunning. It is stunning. Yeah. So I'm going to show you that right now. Well, first I'm going to show you what my friend Connie from, I think it's called Connie's Crochet and More. You know what? I never get her name, her channel name right. I don't know what the name of it is, really. I just know Connie is the sweet girl who I love to death. And she lives in Colorado, but we both talk alike. And I'm not in Colorado. So I know she used to live somewhere near me. And as a matter of fact, it's about 20 miles up the road from where I am right now. If only she was 20 miles away from me right now, we could be drinking iced tea, sitting on her veranda, because I don't have one, or we could be sitting on my front porch. We'd be having a good time, though. Yes, we would. So let me show you what Connie sent me. Now, this is the cutest bag I've ever seen in my life. It has got giraffes with eyeglasses blowing bubbles of bubble gum. And they're all different directions. You see them? There's one. It's in the right direction. I saw this bag. My husband brought it in and laid it on my lap, and I just died laughing. And then when I saw who it was from, I laughed even harder, because we about got the same sense of humor. But she sent me 4 more of the Bernat satins in the white. So I think now I have enough. She had this in her stash to make me maybe a shell, a top or something. So, but y'all know I am monogamous. I only do one thing at a time. I can't handle 2 or 3 projects. I can't. I would go absolutely mad. I could not handle it. Can't do it. So, no. I'm a one-woman project. And then let me get my yarn that I got from Amazon. This is the most beautiful yarn that I've ever seen, ever. And I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen yarn this pretty. Wait a minute, I had a message come through about my mother-in-law. This week she kind of went a little Lulu on me, and called and told me that her medicines, the assisted living where she lives, they did not order her medicines. So I called and talked to the nurse in charge, and she said, well, we gave her medicines at about 10 o'clock. So I called her back and I said, Dodie, they did give you your medicines at about 10 o'clock. And she said, well, they only gave me 4. They didn't give me 9. I take 9 pills. So I thought, I'm not doing this. So I just talked to my sister-in-law, who gets the bills at her house for the medicine, because my brother-in-law's the executor of the will. And I said, tell me how many meds she's on. Is it 9? And she said, well, it might be kind of close. I can't be 100% sure right this minute. I don't have the papers in front of me, so she's not. She's on 7, and she doesn't take all 7 at one time. So, anyway, bless her heart. Some days she gets stories mixed up with other stories and turns them into a whole new story. And, anyway, it's just, it can be trying at times to know what she's telling you. So, but here is my yarn. It's from Yarn Art Flowers Moonlight. And it's number, I believe it says number 3269. And it's a #1 fine yarn. And it is 1,093.60 yards. So 1,094 yards basically. And it's this red sparkly. I'll try to show you the sides. Let me move this light and maybe you can see it better. Can you see it? All those sparkles in it is just gorgeous, and it is screaming to make it a shawl. It is screaming it. So I'm going to do it. It is gorgeous. I usually don't like a whole lot of shiny glitter, but with this being, I guess, the gold glitter in this red, oh, it just told me, Charlene, get it. And I think there was 3 of them left, and I said, I have got to get this before nightfall or it's going to be gone, because other people are going to see it and want it, and I'll never get it. So I got it. Thank you, Gina. And with the leftover funds on that card, I put it with some other funds. And I bought this really neat, really big. It's got handles up here on the top that you can open it wide open. I'm going to try to get you to see how big it is inside. And it's got this big zipper part here that I have some, some of my needles in that are my circulars that just fell out all over everywhere down here. I should have had them in better, but I will get those in and zip that back up. Oh gosh, I've got a mess now, y'all, but I want to show you the rest of this bag if I can. Now I got a stuck zipper. There it goes. Let me let that part down so I can hold this part. Little boy, you got to go back in that case. You can't come out here. And it's called a Ludes, I believe is the name on it. Ludes. And then it's got this great big, in the back, it's got a big pouch on the back. It's got 2 really, really deep pockets on the side. On the inside, it's got oh my goodness, it's got pockets for days. I mean pockets everywhere inside this bag. And the reason I got this bag was so that when I go to the hospital, I've got kind of a longer, like a weekend bag, that I can put my clothes and toiletries that I need in it. And I can put this with my yarn projects in it and carry this to the hospital. And that will be what I have my yarn stuff in. And then I hang it by one shoulder, one handle strap on my walker that I keep by the bed here, so when I get up to go to the potty, I have something to hold on to so I don't fall in the floor. And then I just put my new yarns down in there, and I leave it kind of hanging open so I can get to my scissors I've got in there, my tape measure, all kinds of stuff I've already got in there. But I love it. Yes, I do. And then yesterday I had to have 2 tests done. I had to have a ultrasound of both legs. And then I had to have a Doppler venous study done to be sure I didn't have any blood clots in this right leg where this rod is. She was concerned because I was having pain in one area specifically, and so she ordered those 2 tests. I have not heard anything because it was done on a Friday, and you know, Friday things, it's almost impossible to get to, or to get the results of, rather. Then I went and I told my husband this morning. He got up and his brother came over early and they were outside measuring. Hopefully we're going to get my handicap ramp started soon. But it's going to take a lot more money than what we had thought, because it's going to take 150 bags of cement. So y'all just pray that the needs will be met, because the needs are there. But I told my husband when he come in from being outside with his brother, I said, Kevin, I had a horrible dream last night. He said, well, what was it? And I said, I dreamed I went and had all my hair cut off. But I knew you would never let me do that, because, well, that just wouldn't be something I would want to do. And he looked at me like, oh my goodness, she's done went overboard now. She's done gone crackers on me. But yesterday I went and had my hair cut. A lot. You can tell, a lot. It is short and it is gray. And I told my husband, I said, I'm hoping it doesn't make me feel as old as I'm looking. There's a big old gray streak coming out. But I don't want to start coloring my hair. I just don't want to get into that. So I believe I'm just going to go the way it's going to go. So, but I did get my hair cut. And then I went and got a pedicure done, because on my big toes I started getting ingrown toenails, and them things hurt. And if you let them get out of control, you will have to go to a podiatrist, and then it hurts. He can give you a shot in the top of your toe so it don't hurt, but I'm not ready for the shot in the top of the toe yet. So I'm just going to wait that one out. But, so I had that done, had my toes done, and the lady who does my toes, her name is T, and she is Vietnamese, and she's 68 years old. And her son, her oldest son, I can't remember his name, but he's a nurse anesthetist at the hospital, and he's put me to sleep many times. And when he comes in, I tell him, I say, okay, now, I know your mama, so you better take care of me. You better give me enough pain medicine, 'cause I don't like to wake up in pain. And he just laughs. But she told me she's got a big tumor in her belly, and she's got to have surgery August the 16th, I believe she said. And she's the sweetest little woman. Absolutely a darling. And, I'm worried for her because her language barrier. But I know her son will be there for all of her stuff, her surgery, talking to the doctors, everything getting set up. I know he will be there. He's not married. He lives by himself. He's got a nice home, she said. And then her baby boy is getting married Labor Day Sunday, she said. So that's not many weeks away from her surgery date. So I hope she gets to be at her baby's wedding. I really do. But y'all, just please say a prayer for her, 'cause I am just so worried about her. I'm so worried about her. She's the only one that has ever done my toes. And Lordy mercy, I can tell y'all there's probably been 10 times when she wouldn't let me pay her, and she ended up putting money in my pocket or in my purse. She would walk me out to my car. Regardless of who took me there, she would walk me out, be sure I was in that car and that I was seat belted in, and she would tell me she loved me, and I just love her to pieces. So I want this crochet family to remember my little lady named T, and just say a prayer for her. Anytime you think of Charlene's toes, please say a prayer for T. She's such a darling. Such a darling. I mean, I just love her to pieces. She's like my family. I mean, I had never had anything like that done, and when I did for the very first time, she was the one and only that's ever done anything to my feet. She has waxed my mustache and my eyebrows and my chinny chin chin, and she's done my fingernails a time or two. I'm not big on fingernails. I do those myself. But here is my shawl as it comes down to the bottom lace part. And I'm going to work on that today. My daughter and son-in-law and grandchildren bought me a pair of shoes for my birthday called Hey Dude, I believe. I'm sure that's what they're called. And they didn't fit. And I think she's like that. I normally have to go up a size. I wear a size 8, but I think have to go to a full size 9. She said they didn't have half sizes. So she reordered my shoes. And my husband was taking the other ones back to her. And he was going to get to see the grandchildren for just a brief moment because, my grandson has COVID. And his grandparents on the other side, my son-in-law's mom and dad, his sister, his brother-in-law, and his little niece that'll be 2 in September, she has it. And I think they said that's who had it first, was her. And I don't know how she got it because she never goes to a daycare. She stays with my daughter's mother-in-law, so his parents keep her. And so they got it somewhere on that direction. And then my grandson got to go over there. and he got it. So anyway, well, I guess I'm gonna wrap up this video because I hear my son coming in the door, him and Trigger, and normally he's not very sweet, so.
What?
No, that's my husband coming back. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.